Hey guys, Clumsy here, and yes, we are back in ETS2 for, in the meantime at least, since there are lots of things that are happening in the ETS2 world as compared with ATS. I decided to check this out. Feeling super lonely tonight. Oh, how come, Jesse? Hey Bear. Yeah, it's ETS2 season. ATS is a bit maybe in a few weeks time when the heavy haul DLC comes out for ATS, but right now everything is happening on ETS2 side, even the mods. So you might notice something different. I actually have access to the Foggy Weather 2.0 from Kirill. So you will see not only fog, as always. Foggy Weather is not about just fog. He actually changed the skyboxes and the climates, the overall color of the game. So we will go and test that out. We'll go and check things, how they are different, and we'll see how it goes. I also want to test a truck that I really wanted to test back in the series, but we didn't have enough time for it. So we'll try and test that now. Hey Shane. Nice. Don't have school tomorrow. What is it? It's Thursday night for you, right? So no class on Friday. That's awesome. Long weekend. You deleted this in ATS. Also, you finally graduated from trucking, is it? So did you stick with Total War series now, Bear? And Monday. Wow. What's the occasion? Why do you have Friday and Monday off? So let's go and check out, how do we buy a truck here? Really sure where we are. I think we're in Warsaw. Yeah, that's a lot of bad vibes there, Jesse. Hope it works out fine. Yeah, hopefully you can stay in the stream and try to focus on the good stuff. Let's focus on making ourselves happy, you know? There are lots of bad things happening in life, but if we focus on that, then we just continue on this downward spiral, right? So let's try to focus on the good things. Good vibes, guys. Good vibes. You did this 3 months ago. Good thing you're still watching trucking streams now. We are going to a Scania dealer back in Lodz. Probably not how you pronounce it. Yeah, okay, so let's just get there, I guess. Wait a minute, let's check our garage first. Hello from Scotland. Hey, Big Yin. Thank you for joining. I know it's a bit late there. Leon. Victoria Day on Monday. Nice. Hey, Pigtails. Thanks for joining. How are you guys? You might reinstall if TSM updates. Oh, so you're one of the TSM fans. I still haven't tried the TSM thoroughly. Yeah, we'll also have to do that, but yeah, when it updates. So let's go and visit the dealer. I would have loved to visit it physically, but I don't think we have it. So while we're waiting for the people to come in, might as well set up a new truck. The Scania T, the famous Scania T by RJL. That's the one for sure. Oh, this is the new 8x4, which comes with a free update. Perfect for heavy hauling. So we can go with that. That is a standard SCS truck, I believe. But I would rather go with the Scania T. It has some very cool chassis options as well. Hey Matt. Glad you could join. And Clan, good evening. Hi. Hey guys. Are they even still active, Bear? With the TSM? I know they did some updates before. It might have been for 1.26. Oh, look at this. It's the first time I'm buying a truck with the new patch. I didn't notice that you could actually see the analysis from this window. Given your expected typical type of transport, you tune your truck to optimize it according to a combination of economy of driving, technological limitations. Okay, gotcha. It's a bit... Can you hide it? Yeah, okay. It's good that you can hide it. Let's go and check that out in a bit. Let's go with the top line extended. That one seems a bit too excessive to me. And by the way, this is a different profile, guys. This is the one I use for streaming. This is the same one as in the YouTube series, right? So we'll be going with we have a 4x2. Let's hide that first. Actually, you know what? No, let's go and check out the truck analysis, how it changes. We have a 4x2. We have a 6x2. So that kind of changes, adds on to the heavy cargo as you add more axles. It also reduces, interestingly enough, it increases the maneuverability. Oh, because that's a... Is that a steering axle? I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm not sure if that's pretty accurate. Anyway, we're going with at least an 8x4 or even a 10x4. There is no difference, interestingly enough, if you go with an 8x4 versus a 10x4 in terms of the heavy cargo capability. Interesting. Axle count, it doesn't even count the axles. So this is 4 axles. 10x4. Oh no, it does. Okay, my bad. It does count it. Powered axles, this one is 3 axles, this one is 2. So this means 3 steering axles for this one. I think we'll pick that. Hey Matt, yeah, about that. I'm not sure how to explain it. This is the one I wanted to test. Although it's 420 only, so we might struggle a bit with the heavy loads, but at least I want to try it if we can do. And I for sure want to test the sounds, because this is by Engine Voice Records, otherwise known as Vasily. And this is a very good mod. And I've never tried it before, but I've heard a lot about it, and I've heard it in videos. So I want to check it out. I also want a 12 speed with a... What do we want? I guess the lowest differential. Is that the one that's better for heavy loads? So your gears are closer to each other? Is that how it works? Let's get with a 2.71. The biggest one is 10x4 or 10x6. Yeah, what we have. Yeah, Matt. What Begin said. Yeah, I'm not sure if 420 would be enough to do the job. Probably not, but at the very least we'll try it. If anything derps up, then we can always adjust afterwards. As always, my favorite here is the exclusive V8, that one. No problem, Matt. I didn't really broadcast it. I just mentioned it in the ETS2 video. If you're interested to know the details, it's in episode 141 in YouTube of the ETS2 series. What is the difference? Oh, there's that red thing. We can actually go with that one. Yeah, because it would fit the skin. Let's go with that. The only skin I found, which is a bit decent, is this one, my Hound Dog. So that kind of fits with the interior, right? Red and black. Yeah. A Renault. No, I don't have a Renault mod right now. I'm going with this one. Are you a fan of Renault, Bear? I don't get a lot of those, to be honest. I do like these things, these pole lights. But I want the one with the yellow lights thingy. That one. Pole light 2 it is, alright. Let's go with that. There you go. You like the plain Scania in emerald green. It looks a bit too plain though. And we did try a plain color before already. If you remember, we did drive a Scania T a few months back. It was a plain blue color. So we wanted a bit more design. A bit more fancy design now. Let's pick that one. Why not? Scania. Nope. A paint red one. Could be. Could work. I want it at the bottom though. So it's either chrome or paint. I think the paint actually looks good. Hey Zamir. Glad you could join. Ah, is that you, Glenn? Ah, nice. Yeah. Alright, that's you. Good to know. Hey, Yellow. Glad you could join. Thanks for dropping by. I have not yet seen the update. I did see a video from Blitz, at least the title, saying something about the agricultural update. Make a redesign to yellow. You like what, Yin? Oh, this one? The paint? Let's see. Maybe it'll get better in a bit. Kinda works. 6 series paint. That one looks really classy. But if we do that, we'll have to move the Scania logo up top, I think. Because it wouldn't fit here. Actually, it still does. Alright. I don't think we'll find a bull bar. Because the bull bars, for some reason, I'm not really a fan of them. At least the ones in the game. They seem a bit too obstructive. And they don't match. And they're all chrome. So many options, yes. It will take a while if we try all of these. Hey, Games Android. From Brazil. Nice. What time is it there right now? I wish ETS had ProMods. Yeah, that would be awesome. Would take a while though. Although, to be fair, there have been a lot of there are a lot of mods coming out, map mods, that are quite have a good quality already. So it is getting there. The people are getting experience, and they're getting better and better at mapping. So even though we don't have ProMods itself, the results are kind of looking good already. DRL V8 style. I like the sound of V8. Although we're not driving a V8 currently, but we will probably upgrade to that one afterwards. Let's keep it clean, I guess. No bull bars or whatever. Scania. A paint one would look really nice, but it doesn't apply anything. I think that's too much Scania already. The Foggy Weather is a mod, Yellow. It's what we'll be testing today. It's so I'm in touch with Kirill, the mod author. For everyone who's familiar with it, Foggy Weather has been quite a famous mod before, but it's not compatible with the latest version, and he's working on a new version to make it compatible and adds a lot more options. It doesn't only change doesn't only add Foggy Weather, it also changes the skyboxes, so the skies look very cool. He changes the weather sounds as well. When it's raining, you can hear the spattering of the drops on your cabin. It really sounds good. I wish it rains in the game. So we'll see how that goes. Nope. That one could work for 20. Fog lights, ring, paint. Yeah, we could do that. Front bumper. Can I begin driving now? Well, we can't drive if we don't have a truck. So, first things first. But yeah, we'll try to make it a bit faster. I know a lot of people are not really fans of the config part, but we'll finish it. High Plastic 6 series, let's go with that one. Go with the paint. And we are good on this side. Yeah, I'm good with that. Project Quest is done. Nice. Cool. For science. What is Death Valley? Which part is that one? Can I make this paint as well? Make it a bit more continuous. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Euro 5 badge. Okay. I think it does look nice with the paint thingy. So many options. How about we say paint with everything? Paint with covers. But how expensive this truck is. 334k. Wow. Video on Project Quest. Yeah, that would be nice. Not sure where I would squeeze it in though. We do feature it on stream, and when I get back to ATS, maybe next week, we'll see how that looks. What if I don't add any lights at all? One sec. Oh, by the way, guys, yeah, I haven't told you yet. I have already, I did get a new SSD yesterday. A 500 gig SSD. I installed it yesterday, and now everything, all my games, including ETS, this one is on that new drive. Looks good so far. Rip. And just as I did that, it looks like my connection kind of stopped. Got disconnected. Wait, let's see how that goes. Attempting to reconnect. Am I back? No. Crap. Wait, one sec. Okay. Rip. Let me retry. Oh, it's back. It should be back. Yahoo! Alright. Let me know if you encounter any more problems with that. My window hasn't updated yet, but let's see. We add the same here. Brilliant save. Didn't even do anything. I just saw it disconnected on its own, and then it reconnected. Not sure, it's the first time I did that. It's fine, it's fine. As long as you guys are still here. Alright, let's go and put something here up top. Make it a bit more packed. Spoiler. We don't really need a spoiler, I think. But it does look cool. So we'll add it. Let's add a short one. Spoiler old. Live on YouTube but not on Twitch. Can you do a refresh? You see. It looks like Restream is having a problem. Oh yeah, it's true. Let me go and check that out. Let me see. If I go to Restream, requires me to log in. One sec, guys, huh? So you can see me on YouTube, right? Houston. It says online. But yeah. If I refresh my page. Okay, I should be there now. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's just delayed. It's Restream problems. This is why I'm also trying to slowly migrate to Twitch, because Restream has problems time and again, and it adds more complexity to the connection. It's not just your connection to Twitch. You have to connect to Restream first, and Restream has to connect to YouTube, Twitch, and Beam. So there are more things that could go wrong. That's why I am trying to move over to Twitch. Wow, look at that. That actually looks monstrous. Let's go and put a beacon there. Yeah, it's back. Cool. 50k customs. That seems a bit too large, doesn't it? Let's go with a small one. 2 small ones. That could work. Put the seat up there. Yeah, you can probably put a lounge there. Let's add some lights. Some hella lights. LED paint. LED chrome. I think I want the circle ones. Let's just add 4 of them. It does seem to be a bit of a mismatch though, doesn't it? Because if you look at it, everything is black and red, and you have this chrome thingy up top with a line. What do you guys think about that? Kinda looks fine from an angle. It's an illegal truck. Yeah, it's kind of flashy for a work truck, but I think we can make it work. I want the one with the this one, the side skirt, to cover that up. Plastic V8. There we go. Actually, you could probably go stock V8 here. To have that same shade. Yeah, that looks really cool with the red lining at the bottom. It is a heavy hauler, yes, with a 420 engine, so that might not be a good idea in the long run, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, that I think looks good. We don't have air horns yet though. One sec. Don't need those beacons. We do need some air horns at the side. Maybe here could work. That one, yeah. That will do. 420. Yeah, it's a 420. I care about config bear. Otherwise, you'd be just driving in a stock truck. I don't know. For me, it's more exciting if you can config it. Back LEDs. Let's just stick with that one. Ooh. Okay, air hose needs to be removed. Yep, that can work. If we can find a black thing like that, that's not too chromy. That one, tower flat paint. That's not paint. Full paint. Doesn't look too good, does it? You broke something. I don't know. It seems too excessive now. Thanks, Yellow. Thanks for dropping by and telling me about the Oni update. Have a good one. Oh, that's more like it, yeah. That's simpler. Equipment tower, flat, full paint. I don't know, guys. Let's go with this. And if it ends up being too flashy, let's remove it later. Too much red at the back. Okay, so we like the black one better. Okay, let's go with that. That one then. Alright. Let's go with the paint one here. Nope. No, thank you. That should be fine. And this one we can actually change it up, but I don't think we need to. We can try. I think I like this, the overtake sign. Yeah. And then we just need to change the wheels, the tires, which would be a bit of a pain, but we'll see. Red was actually better. Now we have a problem. Let's see. Chrome for sure not. Absolute Fury. I always use this one, but I think we'll go with a different one. A bit simpler, I guess. Let's go with the serious paint. And do we just make that black, I guess? And then we make the nuts. Nope. We make the nuts red. What kind of red is that? Does that work? Hey James. No barking at delivery guy. Wheel mod. What do you mean, Glenn? I picked that one, right? Yeah. And then use that. Use that. Now the problem here is I would have to do everything bit by bit, but fine. Black and red. We don't have something similar here. I guess we can go with that. Red. And one more. Alright, Pigtails. Have a good night. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. Ah, yes. I was thinking steering wheels. Yes, I do have a wheel mod from 50k. Yeah, you can see the 50k, the adjustments there. Some of these are from the DLC, which is called Wheels Tuning Pack. That allows the paintable wheels, mostly. That looks really cool. And then for the tires, I have the Real Tires mod and the Michelin Fan Pack by the DLC. Let's go with the Michelin. Yeah, that one. Kind of flashy. Don't like it too white though. I like it a bit subdued. Maybe that one can. No, that's too much. That one. Okay. 31570 Line Energy XZ. And the back XZ. Line Energy Z, is that the one? Yeah, I think so. Alright, and that is 388,000. Wow, I think that's the most expensive truck I've ever configured. Yeah, Shane. I kind of figured it out a bit, but I wasn't too sure. But thanks for telling me. Thanks for switching to Twitch as well. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's the wheel tuning pack. We already have a GPS here, so we don't need one there. Steering wheel. Is there an option to change it? The exclusive one. The V8 one. Oh yeah, I like those stitches. Yep, definitely. I don't like it a bit. It's a bit too shiny though, but let's leave it. Alright, stone guard. Does a stone guard work? Let's have a Scania emblem there. I don't like the stone guard because it hinders the view. Let's not have it at all. We don't need that because we're not a cab over. Let's get a telepass device. Should be good there. Let's keep it simple so we don't get laggy as well. A simple phone would work. A simple phone would work. Yeah, something for calls. And don't we have anything for the cabin? Yeah, that one. Just need the bubble head here. Something is missing from the steering wheel. What do you mean? You see like a missing texture or something? One sec. Let me just find that bubble head. There's the bulldog. There's the chihuahua. We have cats. We have Odie. Oh, the Stig. Yeah, I remember this. Stormtrooper. Do we have something red? Let's get the Scania. Scania one there. Something red. If there's something red, Santa. Maybe not. Cars. Cool. Futurama. What is that? Oh, holocron. Okay. Let's leave the Scania there. Ah, I know what you mean. Yeah, this one. It is illegal in some countries though, I've heard. In some European countries. They put it in anyway, just as a sort of add-on, but legally speaking, a lot of countries have that as an illegal accessory. Let's have a map. And let's have a bag here. My favorite backpack. Yeah, keep it simple. Ooh, yeah, we don't have something here yet. That one could work. If that's transparent though. If that's not, might not look that cool. Alright, I think we're good. Last bit. Oh yeah, we don't have the hanging things yet. Ambient lights. We need ambient lights red. And we don't have sun visor yet in those hanging things. I just want the black dice. That one. Double. I like the double. Yeah. Then we'll fix the sun visor and then we're good to go, right? That one is covering everything. Maybe just the stock. Yo, that actually looks very cool. Yeah, we'll keep that. Looks good. Not a fluffy dice. Food and coffee. It would get a bit messy though. Why don't you like fluffy dice? I like how they bounce all around the place. And we don't have food. We just go and drive through later. 391k. Most expensive truck ever. Yes. We do have a space in Lyon. That's what I saw. Thank you. And finally, we're here. I am still connected, am I not? Yes, okay. Wow, that was 40 minutes. Took a bit longer than I expected, but it does look cool. One sec, let me adjust the light here. There, I think that's better. Yeah, you can already see the lighting differences. This is implemented with the Foggy Weather 2.0. You can see the sun there, it's a bit shinier. Looks cool. Engine sounds. Wow, very loud. What's the interior volume here? 3. Let's make that 2 probably. Yeah, does sound cool. Steering axles, 3 of them. You can see them steering right there in varying angles. Looks good. And that beautiful idle sound from Vasily. Nice. It's a bit not too loud. It's a bit soft. Should be fine though. Okay, let's go and find a job. Let's save it first. Make sure we don't lose all that progress. Clumsy trucking. And finally, we get to drive. Now, if we're lucky, we should find a heavy haul thing here, but we're not. And I did post a video yesterday how to create your own job. The only thing about it is you would have to go out of the game. So that will be too long for us if we try and do that. So instead, let's go with the quicker approach, which is just teleporting wherever. Finding a decent job. Let's go and pick a lighter one in the meantime. because we still want to test this 420 engine if it can haul something heavy. I have my doubts, but yeah, let's try it on a lighter one. Look at this, starting 26 tons, it's flagged as heavy cargo. Is the metal centering part of the DLC? I think it is, huh? Have I made any other mods? No, just the skin, and I haven't updated it since there is no time. Making a mod is really super time consuming, and unfortunately I don't have enough time anymore. If I did that, I won't be able to make any videos. Where do you want to go, guys? Any particular destination in mind? We could go to Finland. Project Balkans is updated. Yeah, it is. We've explored most of it last time though, so I haven't tried it yet, the new version. Yeah, the problem with that, Glenn, is if I click that, we don't get any heavy cargo. As it is right now, the game has a very limited amount of jobs with the heavy cargo. So doing that will prevent us from taking any heavy loads. Drive in France. You could find something in France. Yeah, so we'll have to teleport, unfortunately. Yeah, we have something like this. 39 tons, very short, 149 kilometers. We can at least try that out as a bit of a warm-up. Nucleon to Mibao. Saint Alban. How do you teleport there though? Okay, let's try that. In terms of truck config, we do have enough. Strange though that I don't have full heavy cargo. Must be because of the engine size, engine horsepower. Let's see. Go to. Can I go to Saint Al? No. Maybe Saint Al? No. How do it? Let's just go to Lyon and then let's fly from there. Oh, this looks like a really cool interchange. Wow. Have I been there before? And what are these trucks doing? Where am I? Oh, is that what ProMods added? Nice. Here we go. Should be somewhere here. Yep, here we are. That's the one. And it did disable the animated gates because it doesn't work in the latest version of the game. The gates don't open. Next Transport Fever video should be tomorrow if everything goes well. I haven't recorded it yet, but that's the plan. 39 tons, dozer crawl. Let's go and take that. And prepare for a bit of embarrassment. Looks good. Yes, I keep on mentioning the models on the DLC, the new trailers really are beautiful. Only thing is I think there's a bit of conflict with the Scania T and these trailers. I might not be able to attach to this one with advanced trailer coupling turned on. Let's try anyway. Let's see, am I not aligned? I am, right? Yeah, but it doesn't seem to want to connect. So let's try turning it off then. I think there was a problem with the 10 by 4 or 10 by 6. So let's turn it off. Barcelona is your favorite city. I don't like it personally only because it's too laggy, but in terms of details, yes, I agree. But yeah, when I go there, it's like 5 frames per second. There we go. Let's have a look at this trailer. Yeah, look at the level of detail in there. Even the straps are completely modeled in. And the best thing about it is has steerable axles. Let's not try to skip gears. Okay, it's a good thing I can haul it. I can pull it. Look at those axles steer. Awesome. They fixed those issues. I don't think it's fully optimized yet. I might hit this post. Let's go in just a bit. I am using a GTX 970. Yeah. The engine sounds a bit weaker now for some reason. Oh, there we go. It's back. But what I really like about this mod, it's not just the engine sound, it's the sound of the switches. At one point I think I might hit the post or something. So I have to get my head wrapped around that this is not a cab over. Hey Shishir. Did I read that right? Yeah, I think so. Welcome to the stream. You've got the 960. Looking at something like the 1060. Yeah, I think what they said is the 1060 is the most bang for your buck. Yeah. I would love to get the 1070, but it's too expensive. Maybe in a year or so. And I just got an upgrade. I just got an SSD. So, probably not very soon. It's very refreshing though, finally not needing to worry about hard drive space all the time. Because as a content creator, my videos, like for example this one, whenever I stream, oh man, good thing that truck stops properly now. Usually, remember, they do stop right in front of you, like this guy. Okay, it's not yet fixed. I spoke too soon. If I hit you, it's your problem. Okay. Let's make sure not to hit that guy. Let's make sure not to hit this sign. I'm gonna hit that guy. Oh, actually not. Look at that. Wow. The power of steerable axles. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's so refreshing to have all the space you need now. Don't need to worry if I download a mod that's humongous. I can just handle it. So I have my windows in all the games located in different drives. So I'm sure I always have enough space for the cache and everything. Ooh. What kind of magic is that, Glenn? RimWorld 16. I did try RimWorld before. I'm not really a fan of the graphics. And I am a graphics type of guy. So if I don't like the graphics, it's a bit hard to force myself to play. Although admittedly, the game itself is super detailed and super, how do you say? It's really deep. So much to do. But yeah, I just can't bring myself to play it because of the graphics. Look at the colors of the trees, guys. This is the summer climate, by the way, summer season. So I did remove the spring mod for this. Look at that. Just looks so realistic. I'm not sure how they call it, the shade of the entire place. This looks more spot on accurate with real life. Not too red, not too blue. I like. This is a roundabout. Okay. Oh, we'll be able to test how we go through a roundabout with this kind of trailer and chassis. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You've got an SSD for Windows. Yeah, that should be good enough. It's such a refreshing thing, right? When you switch over from the hard drive to an SSD, and then when you experience the boot up for the first time, that's just magic. Like insta boot. Couldn't believe myself before when I started using SSD. And after I used it, I never went back. Like I want SSD for everything, even if you don't really need it, just to be sure that I'm going as fast as I could. I think I might try this Foggy Weather mod on my main series. I am liking how the entire place looks now. I don't know how to describe it, but can you guys see the difference? Can you guys notice the difference here with the colors? I don't know. For some reason, it just feels more natural to me. If I ever go take a pic of my truck, just reset on the camera. Oh, is it? Let's go and check that out. Actually, I want to take a picture. It's a good tip, Shane. Looks way better. Nice. Same as yours with the SSD. So the floating thing is there, as we can see. Just hit reset on the camera. Reset is R. Oh wow, genius. Thanks for that, Shane. Yeah, very useful. I thought you had to remove everything for that to work. Look at that screenshot. Look at that. And I saw in the changelog that Kirill also changed the depth of field, so the blur might have been affected as well. So this might be a bit more natural blur than what we had before. Hey Francisco, thank you for joining. How are you doing? Heavyweight Mr. T. Oh yeah, it is a Mr. T, huh? Scania T and everything. I don't even know how to pronounce that company. Is it Mamoet? Or some kind of fancy pronunciation? Yeah, I really like the color of this. Kirill, if you're watching this right now, I think you're going to try and catch up on the VODs, right? Awesome job on this one. I would love to. For sure, I will try it out in my series. This is amazing. Unfortunately, this is not yet available for download. So this is like a closed beta type of test because he's not ready to release it to the public yet. But yeah, when it does, I'm sure you guys would love it. What I would like even more though is a bit less on the bloom. Like everything is shiny now. Not really sure why that happens with my profile, that I have to exit or go to third person and go back in to refresh it. It might have something to do with my graphics options, but that's always been my problem. So that one I have to fix. If anyone knows how to adjust that, make that auto adjust instead of me needing to go out and in, that would be awesome, guys. Nice. Glad to hear it, Francisco. Bye, Shishir. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night. Yeah, the 420 seems to be pulling this trailer just fine. And then we get to an uphill and I get stuck. It's not too far from happening. Scaling distance in my setting. You mean the graphics? It's at 100%. I use a custom anti-aliasing setting though. I use the NVIDIA Profile Inspector to handle my anti-aliasing. So it's a bit more efficient and I get more performance out of it. Almost the same quality with the built-in anti-aliasing settings in the game. But in terms of performance, it's much faster. So I get more frames with that setting. I should actually make a video about that. It's a bit hard to describe, but I would recommend you to Google up what are the keywords there. NVIDIA AA ETS2, something like that. I found about it in a post in Squirrel TV forums from a guy named Atlanta Dark. He was tinkering with the options and finally came up with some values that work well with ETS2. So yeah, I would recommend you check that out because I did exactly the steps there. Yeah, it gets a bit shiny like this sometimes, which is a bit realistic. But I just want it to be more automated, you know, when it comes to adjusting the brightness or the gamma. Which car did I hit? What? Who did I hit? Maybe I hit the guy on the left. The thing with these steerable axles is they make the trailer move the opposite direction. Like if you're turning right, the trailer kind of sways to the left a bit. So I would have to get used to giving a bit of allowance on the left side as well, not only on the right. So you would have to be a bit on the middle compared to normal. You use it for ATS? Yes, I use it for ATS as well. It's the same setting, just on a different profile, different executable. Did I get my other screen? You mean a second monitor? Yes, I've had it for quite a while. It's super useful for streaming. I don't think I can stream properly without that second screen. Oh man, that was hard. Yeah, I think we need to upgrade our engine for the next job. And I'll bring back the crackle sound from Krishboom, because that's always been epic. If you guys remember, if anyone here has been watching the series for quite a while, you remember the time when we drove a Scania. I always used that engine sound because it was something else really. The crackle, V8 crackle. Do I still have my beacons on? Yes, I think I do. Up. I'm gonna hit that guy. And TrackIR. Yes, the TrackIR is here. This one. The three white things. Yes. It's allowing the camera in front for TrackIR to track my head movements like so. It's perfect for trucking. I would really recommend it. If you spend a lot of hours trucking and you have a steering wheel, it works perfectly well. It is a bit on a more expensive side, but I think there are cheaper alternatives if you don't want to spend that much. You'll have to do a bit of research though, because some of them aren't as smooth. If you have the budget, I would highly recommend getting TrackIR. It's almost no setup needed. A bit of fine-tuning, but it works right out of the box. And it's fully integrated with ETS2. Okay, you use the inspector thing in ATS. Okay, so that should be the same settings. Yep. Actually, the guide I found was only for ETS2, and I just copied it for ATS and it seemed to work. So I think it does work fine. Oh, skipping. Am I thinking of VR? Not really. Not really. At least not right now. I'm not sure even if my eyes and my brain could handle VR, or if I would get dizzy after 10 minutes. I haven't tried it myself. But it's too expensive for me right now, and the chat is a bit... so I would need to monitor a lot of stuff while streaming. I need to monitor chat, I need to monitor the connection and things like that, and I think it would be difficult with a VR setup. I did see someone though streaming on Twitch. He was streaming Elite Dangerous and he had an Oculus Rift. Oh, it's raining, perfect, yes. Go and check out the sounds here, guys, when it rains. When it starts to really pour. Oh, it's actually starting already. Turn your volume up. This is pure eargasm. Super relaxing. I'll try to soften my voice so you can increase the volume. Let's turn on the lights. Yeah, I found a streamer who uses Oculus Rift to play Elite Dangerous, and he's able to see chat. So when he looks up, he's able to see the chat window from Twitch. I'm not sure how he did it, but yeah, it is possible, although it's not super optimized yet. Oh, please don't stop in front of me. Thank you. You built one under 10 pounds. Awesome. A head tracking movement thing. Oh, it didn't rain. Why not? It hasn't rained a lot yet. VR actually gives motion sickness. Exactly, yeah. So a lot of people can't play too long. And I'm not sure if I'm one of those. Haven't tried. There have been a couple of HTC Vive exhibits in Singapore, but I haven't tried them. I was too lazy to go and line up, and it might be a bit embarrassing just moving around and everyone just watching you. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of VR, not yet, because right now I get perfectly immersed already with the monitors. So I'm not looking for something more than that currently. I would rather get smoother frames, like 60 frames all throughout. That one I like better. Oh no, this is one of those terrible drop-off points. Good thing we're going downhill. Otherwise it would be one heck of a ride for sure. Reassure yourself as you're blind in your left eye. Ah, nice. So even with one eye, can you still experience VR, or would it be very awkward? Does it work at all? Wait a minute, my gear is all wrong. Rip gearbox. Ah, it's not, as you can see 3D. I see. Wait a minute, where will I deliver this? Oh, there, okay. It worked fine. It worked fine, but you can't see in 3D. Is that it? I think I have to go down. Hopefully, if I don't think we can go up from here with the trailer on. Use a PS3 webcam. Oh yeah, they do say that's the best one. If you're looking for a cheap alternative, the PS3 webcam is very good because it has a very high frame rate, so it can constantly track your head movements smoother. Where is the drop-off point? Is it here? Nope. I would assume it's here. Nope. Where the heck is it? Wait a minute. You guys see it? Interesting. It should be right here, but I don't see flag anywhere. Is it here? It can't be here. That's too far from the map. I do have the no boundaries mod, the no trailer symbols mod. So I'm not sure if that triggers it. Got you hooked straight away. Ah. That's cool. The one on Microsoft, yeah, that sounds a bit expensive. It's like TrackIR already. So if I try to trace this, maybe it's behind these trailers. Let me try going through them. Don't see it. What I'll do is I'll restart the game. Anyway, we have to turn on a mod to get that crackle thing. And I'll remove the no trailer symbols. Wow, that's an expensive bed. Is it great to sleep in though? Is it worth it? We did shop a bed as well before when we got when we leased this flat, but we got a cheap one, like not the cheapest but not expensive either, like $500 probably, something like that. Just a starter bed, a decent starter bed. So we remove that no trailer symbols. We add Krish Bomb's V8 crackle if I can find it. This is the deep sound mod. I want the crackle. Volvo. Where are you? Start from the top. Let's see. Okay, see it? Oh, that one. V8 Scania sound plus crackle. Yep. Doesn't make coffee. Aw. At that price, it should. Should sing you a lullaby as well when you lie down. Coast to Coast is better than I expected. Yeah, I've always heard not good things about it, and when I tried it some areas, yeah, they were pretty bad, but the newer areas, they were with increasing quality already, so it's really turning out nice. Does which mod is that work with ProMods now? What's his mods? The Sisal? The Sisal mods worked even before, but maybe I understood that wrong. SIS. Trying to think what that's for. Can you specify? ProMods map. It is compatible. I do have ProMods enabled, So ProMods is here, but I'm not sure what SIS is. They're adding Colorado Spring. Cool. ProMods and SysMods didn't work well together. Yeah, the SysMods don't ring a bell for me. Could I have forgotten it entirely? Not really sure. Oh, now it's raining. Look at, yeah, hear that rain. Hear the splatter of rain on the cab. Oh, and there's even thunder. Hey, Illuminator. Thanks for joining. I still don't see the drop-off point. Crappity crap. In my mod packs. Are you looking at the mods list, Glenn? Oh, look at that! What the heck? Why the heck is it there? So how can I park there? Wait a minute. Oh, I love that. The thunder. Super bassy and scary. So how the heck can you go underground like that? This is an SES default drop-off point, right? So why the heck does it have something like this? Let me try and park here, and then we'll see if that accepts it. Park there. It's in the mod list. Okay. Can you tell me what line? I can go and check it out real quick. I'll check it out for you. SIS. Yeah, we're going underground. Hey, Grand Ink Visitor. Ah, thank you for joining. I'm trying to look for SIS, Glenn. I can't see it. It must be a different name. Let me try to find SIS. I have Sisal here. Bye, James. Have a good one. Wow, who is Slim Nesty? Maybe that's it. The Sisal mods do work fine. Yeah, they work fine now. I'm not sure if they ever caused a problem, but they work fine now. Wait. Right, let's go and park this thing. Let's try and park this thing at least. Where am I anyway? In relation to the trailer at least. Okay. Bit far off. Let me think. I think we can do this better, easier, if we just go the other side. Let this trailer follow us around. Come on, steer for me. Nice. Yeah, this one should be easier. I listen to songs over at Spotify, Jesse, but no specific genre. It depends on my mood. Oftentimes I would listen to acoustic songs, like acoustic covers. That's my favorite. Wow, this trailer really feels so different. It's just so waggly. But sometimes I listen to like focus songs as well, or instrumental songs. Don't turn too fast. Man. Now I'm derping up simple parking like this. Okay, let's go straight. Let's turn at a later point. You really have to change your method here, because the normal one just doesn't work anymore. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna hit this again. What is the best song for working with programming? It actually depends on you. For me, when I'm programming, I don't really program a lot anymore. But when I did, I think I stuck with instrumental songs, just so I don't focus on the lyrics, because if I know the song, I might sing along with it. But if it's just instrumental, then I focus on maybe just the sound. Ooh, there. It kind of... How did the heck... Okay, that's ready for unloading. Okay, so maybe it does work. Still works. Interestingly enough. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it works. You just can't see the line, which is making it very hard. But at least it's there. So you could ideally just go and reverse like this. Should be fine. SDK telemetry mod. I did try that one out. I'm not sure if you were here then, but I made my own skin for it, which shows the level of gas and clutch and brake. So even though you can't see my... I'm just messing this up, aren't I? So even though you can't see my feet, you can know how much I'm stepping on the pedals. But it was a bit too performance intensive for my system. It was taking around 20 to 30% of my CPU just for that. And streaming takes a lot more. So my system just can't handle it, unfortunately. So, okay, that works. Goodness. Let's drop that off. Yeah, it's a cool concept, the SDK telemetry mod. Makes use of the... what do they call it? Advanced SDK from SES. Alright, let's go and find... What time is it? 12:50, okay. Let's go and find the garage. We'll upgrade our engine. And then we'll find a job elsewhere. You know what, maybe we should find a job first. Cargo weight. Let's take... Yeah, let's just take something here, from here. Just to change it up a bit. Not use Discord yet. No problem. Yeah, we'll look for something that goes south maybe. Can check it out. But first, let's go to the mechanic. Your tummy. remember this spot. This spot is where most of the people had problems when they take a trailer from down there and then they go up here. And this is one of the most famous spots for using that that new diff lock. I haven't tried it myself though, if that's effective now, but hopefully it is. Because when I tried diff lock before, it didn't work for me. Wait a minute. Why is there a sign and then it's closed? Okay, should have gone the other way. Fine. As soon as TSM comes back. Why do you hate ProMods? What's wrong with it? Is it because too many people like it? Because there are people who are like that. Like if it gets too famous, it turns people off. Some people off, like that's too common. It's too mainstream. Or they find something to hate about it. It's too small. Okay. Good thing you like the Dalton Highway then. If you want real large maps. You've been a TSM fan ever since. Cool. Well, everyone has different preferences. That's good. That's good to hear. TSM has fans still, because most of the people I know, they like ProMods better. It's nice to see something different every now and then. Yeah, I got it already. I got a 500 gig SSD, so I should have space for more games now. If I get the time to play them, that's a different topic, but at least I can install them now. And all the mods I want. I did try TSM Bear. I immediately went back to ProMods, so it's just not my thing. I really like the detail in the map, and for me the detail in TSM was not at par with ProMods. That's just me. So I understand you think differently, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree there. You have 6 terabytes. Yeah. I actually prefer... Well, more space is always good. But I prefer having SSD for everything. All my games, I want them to be in SSD. Because the loading times really are so much shorter with an SSD, like I don't know, 10 times shorter, even more. And when I experienced SSD for the first time, when I upgraded, I didn't want to go back. So I told myself I'd maybe just pick the games I really want to play, because I have a smaller space, but at least when I play them, they'll work, they'll be much faster. But yeah, 6 terabytes is really awesome. What I do have is a 4 terabyte external drive where I store my videos, and it's almost full. I think there's 30 gigs left of it, so I'll have to delete some stuff, because I do store everything. I did start to try and store everything, all my footages, but I think I'll have to let go of the older ones because I just don't have space anymore. Do I like Linux? I have a friend who likes Linux. I am not familiar with it enough to give a preference. That friend though, he likes Linux really well. I guess if you've had time to explore it and be familiar with it, you'll really like it. Because from what I hear, it doesn't have the bloat. that comes with Windows. It's a bit less compatible though, isn't it? Like, most applications still are developed for Windows, so some of them don't work for Linux. And that's why I stick with Windows mainly, just to avoid those compatibility issues. Use Ubuntu. Yeah. Drop from 8. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, once you go SSD, you never go back. There's even a faster SSD now. Like I bought the Samsung 850 Evo. It's one of the best out there. But there's even a... Oh, did my engine just die? There's even 960 Evo now, which is like, I don't know, 10 times faster in terms of I think theoretical speeds. It's around X times faster. I don't know the exact number, but in reality it's not that apparent because the SSD itself, the 850, is super fast already. So you have other bottlenecks like CPU, GPU, and your disk write and read speed aren't an issue anymore. So I decided just, yeah, 850 should be more than enough. Cool. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try it, but my friend who owns a company, he started his own company, and he's making systems for businesses, like for example HR, financial systems. So he makes them via Java, and he has this very cool calling card because he's the CEO, because he's the founder of the company. It's a small company, but it's getting bigger bit by bit, and it's just, I'm proud of that guy. And back at the university, he's the one who didn't really care much about stuff. Like, he didn't study, he got failing grades or barely passing grades. But you know, when real life came, he was the one who was, I would say, the most successful, because he has street smarts, he has the drive, the perseverance, and he has the courage to start his own company, knowing the risks with it. What about backup? What backup? No, I back up on my hard drives and cloud solutions as well. Don't you have a 700 horsepower engine? Oh no, that's with a Volvo. Scania doesn't have it. All right, so what do we pick? Let's pick 580. 580. Yeah, let's pick a 580. Do you have a 580 that's, yeah, Euro 6 580? Let's pick that one. That should trigger the crackle sounds as well, I think. If not, then we'll switch it. Look at that, that increases the heavy cargo and the hills traversal as well, because it has much higher horsepower and torque. Windows 10, I forgot. I think he was okay with it, but he just encountered problems in the beginning, like when migrating. Hey KM, yes, your messages show up. Did you? Welcome. Glad you could join. Did it get blocked or something? What happened? I think it's the first time I saw one of your messages. Were you typing all the while back? Let's try the red one here. Let me try and fancy this up. Where is it? I think we are qualified for the V8 now. V8 paint. A bit chromy. '20th message, wow. Yeah, I can read it now though. Why does it seem so dark? Wait a minute. Ah, I think it's because of this curtain. If I move to the left a bit and hide that curtain. I'm off center now though. Yeah, let's just keep it there. Okay. I am hanging in there. Okay. I try to keep busy so I don't dwell on stuff, because when I do, I won't accomplish anything. Oh, hear that sound, guys. It's back. The crackle is back. Hey Javier. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And where are you from? I would assume somewhere from Latin America, or I don't know. Just because of the name. Oh yeah, I missed this sound. We need to sleep. We don't really need to sleep, so I'll just turn on my wipers and let's experience the beautiful spatter sounds and the thunder. It's not conducive for driving, but it does add to the realism, so let's take it. We have an excavator which goes to Italy. We have empty pallets. We have used packaging that goes to Marseille. Perpignan, Florida. Ah, nice. Welcome. It's evening there right now, right? Go to Barcelona. You could do, if you find something that goes that way. Reservo tank. It's 11 tons only. Going to Bayonne. Barcelona's over here though. Oh, that one. Andorra. It's not an exciting trailer at all. Maybe we take something like that one first. Yeah, we can go south. I haven't been there in this profile yet. Used plastics is the nearest one. Andorra la Vella. Or La Vella, maybe. Oh, let's pick the digger. Yeah, I want to try this, because I did download the mod as well, which makes those steerable axles. Even though it's not a heavy cargo, it makes the flatbed, the default flatbed trailers into steerable axles. Let's go and try that out. $64 kilometers. Wait a minute. How long before the job expires? 5 hours. Okay, should be fine. Face cam upside down. Or you can also just do something like this, right? The crackle. Let me know, guys, if it gets too noisy, alright? I can always turn it down. Yeah, you can just turn your face upside down. You'll see me upside down. Oh, I missed this. Spider-Man or something. What's nice about the Scania T is the nose isn't that long at all. It's not like the American trucks. So even though the European roads are way narrower, it doesn't pose that much of a problem. And take note, we are using a 10x4 chassis. And we are still able to make it a bit. It's not that narrow. So we're able to squeeze in with the road so far. If we get to Italy though, maybe that's a different discussion. Hey stranger, how are you? Thank you for joining. If I have a beard. I wonder how TrackIR would detect that though, if the cap is upside down. It would probably flip itself up as well. Like the weather in Scotland. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Thanks for asking. Feel free to chill out in the stream. That's the main purpose here. Anyway, perfect for a good day's work. Just chilling. No shouting. Just enjoying the ride. And the rain has stopped finally. Let's go and check outside. Yep, just like that. It's sunny again. We are still getting those water splatters on the tires there. It's a nice effect. Mrs. Clumsy is doing fine. She just went to work. We're all sad, of course, but we're hanging in there. I try to keep in touch with my dad and my brother more. So we try and chat every day. Keep ourselves occupied. Check on each other. I hope they get well soon. I might have to go back home to Manila more often than before to check up on them and stay with them, give support. But when I do, I'll let you guys know. I'll try to schedule some videos, but I can't promise anything, unfortunately. Sometimes it's a bit sudden. If I get a bit of a heads up, then maybe I can make it work. Do you still feel it, Glenn? My brother actually hasn't had his operation yet. So he started with his therapy sessions. So they'll be trying it out for 2 weeks and see how it goes. If it gets better or not. If it doesn't, then he'll proceed with operation. Still miss her. Wow, she was young. Yeah. Can never tell with these things, huh? Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. My light is running out of battery. I think they call it an island. If you look at the map, Singapore is like the southern part of Malaysia, like the southern dot of Malaysia. Like Malaysia is this huge land, and then at the southern part of it, like a dot there, that's Singapore. Took ill in 2010. Oh. Are you better now? Hope it doesn't hurt or anything. Your birthday is next Tuesday. Wow. Advance happy birthday, Javier. Have a good one. What did you get? What did you ask as a birthday present? Do you still have those things? Sorry, I'm not sure how old you are, so I'm not sure if your parents would still give you presents or anything. Wait a minute. Did I not get a job from above? I was too engrossed and I missed the plate. Oh man. Still on wheelchair and pain 24/7. Sorry, bro. I hope you're managing somehow. If I might ask, what's wrong? What happened? If it's too private, no need to share. You have a supervisor that works at your school, comes from Malaysia. Ooh. The thing about Malaysians though, they're actually, when you say someone's Malaysian, you can never tell how they look because it really varies. They can either look Chinese, they can look Indian, or they can look Malay, which is what I kinda look like, a Malay. Chinese, you know how they look. Indians, you know how they look. Malays look like a bit like me. So when you say Malaysian, it could either be one of those, usually. Mostly same with Singaporeans as well. But a lot of Singaporeans are Chinese. But yeah, still varies. Now where the heck is the sewer plate? We go find and seek again here. Have I ever faced a bike crash? I mean, have I ever had a bike crash? I did before, and I never rode the bike again, which is I regret now. I wish I continued biking because I forgot how to ride a bike now because of that incident. I remember it clearly. I was so excited to bike because I just learned how to do it. I was doing good by myself. So right after lunch I went out of the gates of the house. And then I started biking, made a U-turn, and my face splat on concrete. I could feel my teeth hitting concrete, and I could feel the taste of concrete in my mouth. Good thing no my teeth didn't fall or anything like that. But wait a minute, what happened? Is there no job here anymore? Did it expire or something? Crap. Right, let's teleport somewhere else. Let's teleport wherever this takes us. Let's go look for a flatbed trailer. Ah, there it is. It goes a different direction though, which might be a bit exciting because it goes through Switzerland. Ah, you know what? Yeah, let's go here instead. Let's go to Germany. Because I am going to Germany, guys. Late June. I have work and I have to go to Germany for a week. She goes back every summer to see her family. Cool. Andorra is on the other page. Yeah, it doesn't have a flatbed though. I want a flatbed because I want to test the mod if it really makes those axles steerable. Yeah, that kind of looks like a plain trailer. And for our truck, that seems like a waste. World of Trucking, is that the online thing? Yes, I have joined that. This is why I have my face there, and this is why I have the Clumsy plate, because I synced the account, and my account has the profile pic and the plate set up like that. So that's useful if you want your face or your avatar there and your plate customized. Online jobs, yeah. The thing with online jobs though is that you can only take ones that are what do you call it? You could only take the default ones and only going to the default cities. So even if you have pro mods, if it's an online job, you won't get a job that goes to a pro mods only city. So it's a bit limiting in that way. There we go. Okay, let's set this up. Let me try it like this. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Still not quite strong enough, but it's getting better. There we go. That should lighten my face up a bit better. Apparently the lights came low bat or something, so I had to stick the USB charger in. One sec guys, let me just grab a drink here. Throat getting dry and everything. What's my favorite monster bike? Unfortunately, I am not really familiar with bikes. I am a bit clueless about bikes because of that incident I told you about. So ever since that incident, I distanced myself from bikes altogether. Okay, looks good. If yours, you can't see it, but it looks all finicky from my angle. Hopefully it doesn't fall. But if you hear something clank, that's the lights. Oh, this is urgent. Crap. We'll probably be late here. Hey, puffballs. Now I'm having second thoughts. Now I am having second thoughts. Can we go and find something? Glass panels, for example. A heavy trailer or a low or a flatbed. A flatbed. Going to Brussels though. Did they say hi already? Hi again, puffballs, if I forgot. Short memory. Empty pallets. Limoges. Oh, that looks cool. Excavator to the... How do you call this region again? I forgot. I went here in the series. Portsmouth. Your profile pic. Why, what's your profile pic? Fate does not want us to go to Spain, so we'll go to Berlin instead. That looks good. 1,000-kilometer journey. Will we have enough time for that? I'm not really sure. Maybe something shorter. So how did I get the closed beta? It's actually a mod. I'm in touch with the mod author, Kirill. So he hasn't released it to the public yet, but we've been working together for quite a while, exchanging emails and stuff. So he gives me access to his early versions so I can test it out and I can show you guys, and you can comment, and then he can improve it even more. So it's a win-win situation. Let's go with this one. You know what? To heck with it. Let's skip with this, just so I don't need to teleport. Vinci. Sure thing, Glenn. I'll wait for it. Ah, it's blocking my camera. You see it? There's the light. Actually, do you see what? This is the light. This is the bulb. It's like a simple lamp that I bought from a gadget store. You know those cheap gadgets? It's actually pretty useful. It adds a lot. There you go. So I wonder where the job is. I am not sure what that is, Bear. It sounds familiar, but I can't say I know what that is exactly. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Do any of you guys play City Skylines? Because the Mass Transit DLC just came out. And I'm excited to try it out. There are so many cool looking... Oh, and we have to go all the way back there where we came from. Just teleport there. Yeah, there are so many cool features I want to try out. The only thing I hate is most of the mods probably will be incompatible. So we'll probably have to play vanilla for a while with that. Going back to Lyon. Okay, where's the entrance? Here, Vinci. There you go. Poutine, I'm assuming you pronounce this poutine, is a Canadian dish. Ah, Quebec. That's why it sounds French. Made with fries and cheese curds topped with light brown gravy. Fast food dish, especially typically found across Canada and in some places in the northern United States. That sounds yummy. I would love to try that out. Ooh, a red one. Yes, let's take this. Take the job. We're thinking of buying it in sale for $10. Go for it, KM. I think you'll love it. It's super worth it. And even if you don't get any of the DLCs, you'll still have a lot of content, because that's the type of developers these are. They're not really money hungry like you would. Whenever they release a DLC, they release a lot of free updates with it, so you don't have to get the DLC to get majority of the updates. The DLC for sure will contain some features that are only available if you buy it, but you still get something even if you don't, and you'll spend countless hours on it. Also, the Mass Transit DLC itself seems like it will make things a bit more like Transport Fever, at least in terms of transportation, public transpo. So you might really end up liking that. Hey Francis, I always forget if I said hi already. How are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Do they deliver? Hopefully they do. Ah, okay. So it's not your first Paradox game. Paradox is the publisher though, right? The developer is Colossal Order, I believe. I did actually email Paradox to get a copy of the Mass Transit DLC, but they haven't replied. I don't think I'm big enough for their attention. Oh, I don't have advanced trailer coupling, I just remembered. So I can just do it like this. And just attach it like so. Easy peasy. You do seem a bit too red for this trailer. But what I want to try out specifically is if the axles at the back would steer. Do they? I think they do. Let's have a closer look. Have I ever been to India? Not yet. There were times I almost did because of business. We do have our client does have a huge India presence, but no, I haven't been myself. Oh yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so this is with a mod I downloaded. So even though this is an old trailer, an old SES trailer, the mod by Harvin, I believe, makes it so that they have steerable axles as well. If you're interested in trying that out, so it's not only the actual the heavy haul trailers, the 8 new ones that have steerable axles, also the existing flatbed ones. Go and check out the mods list. You can type !mods and you should get the link. Somewhere in the trailer section there should be something which says adding steerable axles to default flatbed trailers, something like that. And that should make your flatbed trailers dance. Like so. Let's go and turn on the beacons. Yeah, that would be more appropriate. I wouldn't know how to estimate that there. 10 years probably, I don't know. It does seem like New Mexico will be pretty exciting. So, actually, to tell you a story, I got the heavy haul DLC for free because I am in touch with Pavel, who is I think in charge of marketing for SES. It's not the Pavel who is the founder, I believe, but it's a Pavel as well, but for marketing. And I've gotten a few DLCs from him already, and he provided me with the heavy haul. And they're just so accommodating, and they're just very welcoming. It's a real pleasure to work with him. And so after I got the DLC and I tried it out, I gave them a few positive words, a few positive feedback from the DLC, and he absolutely loved it. So I think it really gives them really makes their job fulfilling if you go in feedback like that. So if you guys want to ever thank SCS for what's currently in the game, feel free to email them and show them your support, or post something on their Facebook. I'm sure they would love that. Also, he did mention that they really have a lot of things lined up for us, so we should be in for a ride this year. What those are, I'm not sure. I'm not in that loop, but I'm excited to find out. For one thing, we're sure that tandems are coming, and although I've never driven a tandem before, it would be fun to try it out. Alright Glenn, thank you, and feel free to lurk around in your TV. Keep me in the background till you sleep or something. Have a good night, and hope you feel a bit better. Thank you for staying. Paradox is a small group of people. Ah, okay. That's nice. Aren't they from... Wait a minute. I might be getting my stuff crossed here. Are they from Sweden? I know they're from somewhere in Europe. I think they're from Sweden. Or at least Colossal Order is. Because I remember they do live streams from time to time, and there was this series that they were doing where they recreate parts of Sweden, I think. So I'm assuming they are from Sweden. Nice, okay. So at least I got that right. So Czech Republic is SES. Sweden is SES is Czech Republic. Colossal Order is Sweden. Or Paradox. I'm still confused. Developer, publisher. By the way, guys, from where you're from, in the UK, in the US, Canada, does it look a bit like this already? Because what season is it? It's still officially spring, right? But when does summer start? Sometime around June. So I would expect that the scenery is starting to look a bit like this. The sun is starting to shine longer, stay up longer, getting a bit hotter. Maybe not quite there yet, but how cold is it now? Especially in Europe, because I'm going to Germany, and if everything goes well, I'll be going to Germany in a month's time. So I'm not sure what to expect when it comes to weather. I can check AccuWeather, but I think it would be better if I get some inputs as well from people who live in the area, right? Alright, stranger. Thank you for hanging out and have a nice day. Nice meeting you as well. Hope to see you soon sometime. It was 92 degrees Fahrenheit today. Man. Okay. 98 today. Can you guys do me a favor and convert that to Celsius? I'm trying to make sense of it, but it doesn't ring a bell for me. I have no clue how to translate that to Celsius or centigrade. Because in Singapore, I can tell you it's super hot right now. I bit the bullet and turned on my air conditioning. I usually don't turn on the aircon when I'm streaming because I'm just such a cheapskate, but I just can't stream in this weather anymore with windows closed and just relying on the fan. $33 degrees, wow! 33! Wait a minute. In Singapore, it's also around that temperature, but I guess it's the humidity that makes a more difference. 33, wow. Okay, so it maybe I don't even need a jacket, or maybe I just bring a jacket, a simple jacket. But I won't expect to have a very cold climate when I get there. Going to the Frankfurt area. I've never been there, so I'm not sure what to expect. Oh, you haven't taken a photo. Wait. Okay, when we cross a bridge or get to a very cool looking interchange, we'll take one, or get to a bend. Try it out. Normally 20 degrees Celsius. Now 20 degrees sounds like the perfect temperature. Sounds like a perfect climate. 20 degrees I like. It's a perfect balance of just being able to go out and not perspire or not freeze to death. I like that. Really like the hot weather. Hey, Epic Pro Killer for the win. Yeah. Me neither. I'm not a fan because I perspire a lot. I'm one of those types who perspire in an instant, so it's not very nice for me. Hot weather, but I've lived in this kind of climate my entire life, so what can I do? Yeah, air conditioning is what I can do, but outside I don't have much of a choice. And the scenery is starting to take shape. Can you see this, guys? What is that? Wait a minute. Can I take a photo like this? Do I use a sleeping mask? No, what is that? A sleeping mask, is that the same as like the one which covers your eyes? What will I do? Photo. Forgot about it. Low texture mountains. It is. I don't really need it. I can sleep even when there's light. Oh, and thank you again, Shane, for this. If you guys have the same trouble with the light beacons, the beacon lights hovering, just press reset as taught by Shane, and that should at least put them there. Why there is no light on the other one, I don't know, but at least we have one answer. And I was wondering what that was. If you remove the blur, go zoom it. Some kind of tank, I guess. Yeah, that could work. Would look better here though. In that view, yeah, with the sun and everything. Yeah, a bit of a backlit. Don't want to include that though. Yeah, dramatic shot. And one more, because we can. A bit from afar. A bit wider view, I guess. Should work. That also looks kind of nice. What is that sound? Someone... Oh, the lights are here now. Not sure when they appeared. I think when I took that shot, it lit up. Or something. When you go outside and you're in the bus. Where are you from? Yeah, I can totally understand that. Times like that, when I get home, I just switch into my home clothes. I'm not sure how you translate it. You're from Latvia, but you live in the UK. Okay. So in the UK, it also gets hot during summer. Yeah. The thing is, I'm also not good with cold. So I'm just not good with anything except if it's in the middle. I'm a very sensitive guy, you could put it that way. Should we probably gas up a bit? I am liking the shadow effects. I'm not sure why, but I seem to notice the shadows more. They seem a bit more pronounced. Really hot. Yeah, you know, that didn't make sense to me before. Like, you know how when you go to stores, to clothing shops, and they have this end of season sale, right? For me, that's just like, what the heck? What are you babbling about? End of season sale, it's always sunny here. Sometimes it's more rainy than usual, but it's still sunny. But yeah, we do have, even in Manila, in the Philippines, and here in Singapore, they have that end of season sale thing, and I never got to understand what they meant. But apparently, for your countries, seasons really do matter when you change your clothing depending on the season. That's just a really alien concept to me. Changing your clothes depending on the time of the year. It's so weird. Yeah, when I went there, I perfectly understood. It does happen. We're into more cold weather. You can walk outside without a warm jacket and you'll be fine. Oh, good for you. I can do that as well, but the catch is I get a cold right after. So I think my body, at least my tolerance to cold can handle it, but my body can't. So I get sick afterwards. Really fragile. What can I do, right? So now whenever I can, I try and really get a jacket or keep myself warm, even if I think I don't need it. Because sometimes I don't really feel cold, but I still get a cold afterwards. So I am tolerant, but I'm not resistant. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I'll for sure try this out. I'll be using this in my series next time. Look at that. Perfect fit. Thanks to that steerable axle. Those steerable axles. And this is quite a narrow ramp. But I think we're gonna do fine here. And that's the thing with the Scania T. It looks bulky as heck, but it really isn't. I guess that's the Scania magic. It's not a cab over, it has a nose. We have 5 axles, but you can still fit in those narrow corners. Interesting. Very cool. You don't get cold. Ah, I see. So you grew up in a really cold weather. That makes sense. You've been in the UK for 7 to 8 years. So is it much colder in Latvia compared to the UK? Wow, what is this? Is this like the EU or something? Lots of EU flags there. Wait a minute. Or maybe it's Schengen. Because there is a difference, right? Switzerland is not part of the EU. Is that accurate? Or it's part of the EU but it's not part of Schengen territory. It's one of those. Because we were thinking about that when we were crossing, because we have a Schengen visa. But some countries are part of the EU but are not part of the territories, the Schengen territories. So we had to really pick out which ones we go to. How old is my oldest coin? I don't really have an answer to you for that. And guys, look at the sky. Look at how beautiful the sky is. This is from Kirill, and this is how it looks during sunset. Beautiful. Look at that. No. We cannot let this pass. We have to take a photo. I don't really collect coins, Bear, unfortunately, so I have no clue how old mine is. But your 1800 coin, does it look like from the 1800s? I mean, is it really worn out and things like that? Look at that beautiful scenery. Let's remove the blur. This deserves all the focus we can manage. Look at that. So the foggy weather doesn't really have fog, or at least the fog is not overblown. It's more about the climate and the skybox changes. So it's a bit misleading, the term, but once you try it, man, I don't think I can go back to normal with this. Kirill, good job, man. I hope you release your mod soon. I think this can actually be my cover. That's just breathtaking. Let's take one more shot, and let's take one more in a wider field of view. I forgot to reset. Oh, that can work from behind. Newest coin you have is 2016. The old ETS2 skybox. Looks nice though. Don't know about you, but I like it. Looks epic. Newest coin in UK. So do you guys collect coins as a hobby? Oh, look at this train station. Nice. Reminds you of Transport Fever. Look at that. What time is it anyway? It is 7:49, 7:50. Alright. Nice. The HUD is really good as well. This dashboard is from a mod from the Steam Workshop. We do collect coins. Do I play Minecraft at all? Ah, I did play before with my wife, but I stopped since. Because it is really nice, but it's also very time consuming, right? So I do want to play the game, but if you play only for 30 minutes or 1 hour, you don't get a lot of progress done. And I just can't afford to spend so many hours in it, otherwise I wouldn't have any other time for other games. So I stopped playing it. But yeah, it does have a timeless appeal to it. That's why still a lot of people really play. And sorry guys, I just can't get enough of this scenery. I have to take another photo, and I think a bit of blur would work, because when you have those lines in the distance that are a bit too pronounced, it doesn't look natural. So I think a bit of blur would work just fine like that. How should we play this? The post is getting in the way. Something like this maybe. Yeah, that can work. Very time consuming. Day into it. Yeah, exactly. You're making a mod pack for yourself. Oh, nice. Is it easy to make a mod? I have no clue how to get started creating a mod in Minecraft, but I have talked to some people before, or like casual players, and they make their mods as well. Look at this view. Beautiful. Are we still in Switzerland? Looks amazing here. And the sky is turning purple. This is my favorite type of sky. The one which is two-toned already. You know, a bit of orange, a bit of blue, a bit of orange and a bit of purple. Yeah, that one. The only catch with this mod though is that the whole mod is around 5 gigs when you extract it. When you download it, it's only around 500 MB, something like that, or 500 MB to 1 gig. But when you extract it, it becomes 5 gigs. I'm not sure how Kirill was able to compress it that well, but yeah, it does turn out to 5 gigs. But then again, since I have the new hard drive now, the new SSD, I don't really have an issue with huge mods. I'm fine with it, it's perfect for me. You play ETS2 multiplayer mostly. Yeah, I would love to play it more, but my latency just sucks. And my timing is not in line with other people, so I don't get to play with anyone. You're not making a mod. You're taking mods and combining them in a way that, yes, I get what you mean. So you don't like, yeah, some mod packs you don't like, some mod packs you only like certain mods in, so you kind of pick from the list and compile them yourself, or yeah, group them together. Whoa, this is a bit of an eerie skybox, bit bluish. Doesn't look too natural, but I like how it looks. It looks ominous, like something from the movies, like something bad's about to happen. Like an alien is going to come out of the sky, like Superman or something. Or a comet will appear, or something like that level. I do like the skybox though. How do the coins look in my neck of the woods? They're very small. They are pretty simple, and most of them are new because Singapore is a very young country, very young nation. I think only 50 years old. So most of the coins are still, you can still see them. They're not like blackened out or anything like that. And it's raining again. Crap. It's fine though. We get to experience a bit of the spatter sounds and thunder sounds again. It'll get a bit laggy though, guys. Sorry about that. What's the point of MP when you can get bigger map and model trucks on the default game? Well, there is some benefit to being able to play with other people, especially if you have friends who play the game. I can definitely see the fun in that. But yeah, right now I prefer playing single player, but I definitely see the appeal of multiplayer. Only thing I hate about MP is, aside from the trolls, is that you can't have mods in it, and you can't have, you're basically limited to the mods allowed in the server, and you have no control of the server. You can't make your own, so it's a bit limiting, but it's still better than nothing. At least you have a chance for multiplayer. Yeah, it's more entertaining. Well, some players are entertaining, even if they are frustrating. But yeah, there are some very entertaining real players out there. Hey, Beast Leads. Okay, good thing I was able to pronounce that correctly. That's a bit of a tongue twister you have there. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to chill out and just look around, or if you're feeling in the mood to chat, you are most welcome. And everyone else, guys, if there's anyone lurking there, just lurk away, no problem. That's why I turned off the follower notifications. I used to have it, but I switched everything off because some people don't want to be mentioned at all, and they want to be able to follow and just watch without any repercussions, so to speak. So I turned off all the follower notifications so you can lurk away as much as you want. And yeah, feel free to follow. There will be no notice, no pop-up on screen. I won't call out your name, but if you do want to get called out, just chat away and ask for a shout out, or I don't know, say hi, and I'll try to respond, right? Oh, it's getting a bit dark now. South Africa. We're from South Africa? Nice. What time is it there? I guess it's around the same time as in Europe, right? Because you're in the same... wow. These highways I definitely do not like. They're the ones that cut off. Play MP, well, there are 3,000 players online. Yeah. I totally understand that, Epic. I would love to play something like that, but my latency won't be able to handle it, and my timing is not fit for it. If there are more Asian players out there, because there is a Hong Kong server, if there were more Asian players, wasn't me, then I would definitely play. But yeah, doesn't fit with me, unfortunately. Graphic mod, you mean this Foggy Weather? Yeah, for sure. It should come out in, I have no clue though, I haven't talked to Kirill about it. But I'm expecting it comes out in a few weeks. Most likely in time for summer. Yeah, he built this entire all the skyboxes, all the climates with summer in mind. Doubles update, yeah, me too. Definitely. Retarder, engine brake, and a bit of brakes in the pedal, just to control it a bit. And more retarder. Don't want to skid out of control here. Yeah, doubles update. I've never driven a tandem truck before, even in the mod, because there are mods already that do that, right? At least, maybe not fully, but you get to experience a bit of it. Like you have a long chassis with a trailer at the back attached to your truck, and then you can connect to a trailer that's shorter, needs to a tandem. There are mods for that, but it's very inconvenient to do. So I'm really excited how they can pull it off in the default way. I heard before that one of their main roadblocks is the, what do you call this? It's the toll gates. That's one of their roadblocks, because the toll gates don't know how to detect where the end of the truck is, and it seems to have trouble when those tandems are put into play. That's what I heard at least before, but seems like they found a way around it. Yeah, tandem trucks for the win. By the way, is there a difference between tandems and doubles? I assumed it was just a terminology difference, but maybe they're different? I don't really know. Wow, how do we cross here with all these speedy guys? Oh, there's someone giving way. Look at that. There's tandem truck mode, yeah, there is, but it's very inconvenient to use. You have to look for the job market trailers that are compatible, so it's a bit limited. Okay, you're here. And you are delivering somewhere on that other side. Wow. Someone forgot to clean up. Go and look for that parking spot. I saw it a bit. I think it's somewhere here. There it is. Look at how fast that trailer turns. It's insane. But I think it won't be enough still. It actually will be enough. Look at that. Actually oversteered again. I'm not really sure if this is the last one. Maybe you can do one more, a short one. so it's still a bit early. Just have to sleep first, make it daytime. Come on. No. I really don't know how to park anymore with this kind of axles. I hope you can lock it somehow. Probably do it if you go slow. So at least it's more controllable that way. Come on, there we go. Excellent. Good thing we didn't get damaged there when we hit someone. Doubles is 2 semi-trailers on a tractor. Alright, tandem is a truck that has no trailer. It's just an original. Yes. But a tandem, so a tandem has that truck with no trailer in it, but it has a box behind it, right? And it's attached to the truck. And then it has another trailer behind it that's connected with a pivot. Okay, I got it. I got the tandem. So the doubles, the difference there is those are both semi-trailers. 2 semi-trailers. So you have 2 pivot points. Is that what it means when you have a doubles? When you have a double? That sounds insane. Isn't that what they have planned for ATS? Those heavy haul trailers which have 2 pivot points. That's cool. Yeah, it would be very disastrous, I think, if I drive one of those. If you can pick a short one, probably make it work. Oh, but we have to sleep first. Actually, is there a... There's nothing here. Alright, so let's sleep there at the hotel. Yeah, based on the trailers I saw from the screenshots, it looks really difficult. It's very challenging for sure. It doesn't seem too dark. Turn off those beacons. Stop adjusting the mic while you're driving. There you go. You're actually planning to be a real truck driver. Cool. Well, good luck. And let us know when you do. It would be nice to hear some stories about that. Is it still far away? How many years will it be? Will you turn 18 or 19? I wonder, can I lift my axle? Is this liftable? Yes, it is. Which one lifts, I wonder? Both of them. That's interesting. It's the first time I've seen 2 axles lift. Cool, let's try that. You're 16. Nice, that's not too far off. In the meantime, you can play all the truck sims you want, so by the time you get into a trucking school, you're already a pro. I've heard stories about that, about people who apply to become real life truckers, and when they get to school they have an edge versus other people who have no prior experience when they play games like this, truck sims. So it really helps a bit. It might not be as accurate for sure, but still helps a lot. Gives you a better idea of how a truck works, how a truck behaves. Still hearing the spatter? I think we are. It's just that the engine sound is a bit louder. I wonder though, do we have a moon? Because Kirill did add a moon to ATS in his foggy weather there. Here's the entrance. Now just have to do your car driving test. Then do C plus E class driving test. LGV, large goods vehicle. Okay, that's what that is. Okay. Worst parking in the world. Okay. I'll hear those sounds again. This is super relaxing. Just close your eyes, guys. Try it out. Yes? Ah, this is so good. Okay. Let's get some sleep. And then EHGV. Wow, those are a lot of tests. Good luck with all of them. I'm sure you'll do fine. Weather's looking really good now. Let's go and see if we can find a quick job. Does that classify as a quick job? Probably not. 342, is that the shortest one we can take? 331, and it's a flatbed. Goes to Italy though, goes south. This is the shortest one, goes to Austria. Now let's take the 300 one. Where is it? It's not a flatbed though. But yeah, fine. At least it goes to Germany. Oh, and it goes to Frankfurt. Yeah, this is perfect. This is where I'm going. Not the Frankfurt Old. Frankfurt Old is somewhere. Is that Old or I forgot the name? From Warsaw, passing through like Frankfurt Old somewhere. And then, but this is Frankfurt, the real Frankfurt, the main one. I like that. Let's take that. Okay, hopefully we can change the appearance a bit when we get there. But I don't have many trailer mods enabled to make those heavy haul trailers come out. So we probably won't get exciting stuff, unfortunately. We'll see. Wow. Still a bit wet from all the rain last night. Oh, thank you. Let's try to drive with the axles lifted up. Anyway, I don't think this is a very heavy trailer. It's actually pretty light. So we should be good with 3 axles. Saving on tire wear. What is that? That bridge up top. Is that like a skyway? Or is that for a train or something? It looks like a road though. Not really sure. Yeah, it might be for a train. Where the heck are we going? Okay, here. Oh, close to 4 AM. Yeah. Have a good night, Epic. Thanks for joining. See you next time, and yeah, good luck on those exams. Keep us in the loop. Okay, here we are. I assume we're on time. Thank you. Finished school like weeks ago. Cool. Congrats on that. That's a very rewarding experience. I can understand. I can imagine. Ooh, ProMods. That's nice. Let's take that. ProMods trailer to end the stream. It actually fits with the color scheme as well. That's perfect to take. And I forgot to check how heavy it is, but we'll see. There it is. Look at that beauty. Alright. Catch you next time. Have a good night, Epic. Thanks again. Let's do one more job before we end the stream, guys. One for the road. It's not the most exact, and it does seem a bit... I'm not sure if that will hit, if that trailer will hit that gas tank or something. Does look cool though. 24 tons. It is a bit heavy. Let's bring down those axles. Get all the steer we can. Make it a bit more maneuverable. Let's have a look. I am clipping into the box a bit, but good thing that there's no damage, I think. Yeah, it's just not visually appealing. A bit too close for comfort. Finally a sunny weather. Hey Max. Soon going to a 16-hour long bus trip to Auschwitz. Wow. Good luck with that. Enjoy. Hopefully the bus has those amenities. Oh, and that's a tandem. Yeah? That's a tandem. I'm sure. So I thought that was what was coming to SCS, but apparently they said something about double, so maybe that's... I thought this was the one. I initially thought tandems and doubles were the same. Have to do a bit more research on that. So Max, hopefully they have those what do they... Some buses have that, right? The coaches have like entertainment. Wi-Fi, a screen. I don't know, some have toilets. I went on a 6-hour bus ride from Singapore to Malaysia in a few weeks ago. It's nothing fancy, but it's pretty convenient. Just basically stand up and or actually sit and sleep, and it was pretty comfy. The only thing that was what I hated was the border checkpoints, because so many people were there. I wish they had some form of automated way to do that. You know, like if you're in the Schengen territories, like you don't even need to go through border patrol. You don't need to show your passport. I wish Singapore and Malaysia had that kind of thing. Makes it more convenient, but probably is a lot more complicated than that, than how I see it. All those implications. Good to see I'm still playing Euro Truck. Yeah, I did miss the game, and with all the things that have been happening in the game, I just can't pass it up. I have to play it. I want to play it. Good to see that you're enjoying ETS. Even if you're near to the ATS world. Auschwitz is a rare place. You go there from your school, you paid for. Ah, okay. Cool. Is Auschwitz in Germany? Or in Austria? I have no clue. Then what's in there? Is that like a big city or a cultural area? Hey Black Fox, love watching these Sims. Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoy these kinds of things. Hope you enjoy hanging out. Either lurking or chatting, perfectly fine. Plane, train, or bus to home family. What do you mean, Jesse? Are you asking me, or I didn't get that statement? You don't need passport between Sweden and Denmark now. Cool. Ah, I see. Are Sweden and Denmark, are they part of Schengen? If so, then you wouldn't really need a passport, right? But maybe one of them is not part of it. Yeah, it's a super relaxing game. If you get the chance, I'm sure you'll take it. So Jesse, if you're asking me which I prefer, going back to the Philippines, I prefer plane because it's the fastest and the cheapest, probably, and maybe the only way. I'm not sure if there are ships or ferries that go that long. Yeah, for going back to Manila, definitely a plane. Auschwitz is a place located 2/3 miles out of... Oh wow, I got it so far. Okay, I thought that was a German name. Maybe it has a German influence. 2/3 miles out of Krakow in Poland. Oh, that's why, okay. Germans took over the city and the village, so Germans named it. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Completely understand, Black Ops. Alright, great. Thank you for dropping by, and see you in a bit. If you manage to catch me, that is. Because I'll be ending the stream in a bit as well after this job. But thank you for dropping by, really appreciate it. And hope you get the system soon, if you get the budget, so you can play. When we were in Warsaw, we went to those museums. It was really sad, but it was very informational and educational as well. Sometimes it's just hard to imagine how people can be so ruthless to each other, you know? But it happened, and it's it's hard to believe, but yeah, there was a time when people were like that. I'd like to believe that people aren't like that anymore, and we've surpassed that level. We've become better, but yeah, in some parts of the world, I guess it's still not that way. Why does this engine sound like a bag of grinding jets? Yeah, and that's what I like about it. You know, it's very grindy. It's very feels like something's flapping on the engine. I love it. Welcome to Germany. Nice. Has anyone been to Germany, guys? Any tips? I've been to Germany once, but only to Berlin. And I don't think I've ever been on the Autobahn. I won't be driving though. I don't think my license is applicable here in Europe. But I wish I was. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure if I can handle the Autobahn. It might be too fast for me. Because I'm used to going only up to 100 kilometers per hour. Back in Manila, 100 kms per hour is all you need because of the traffic. The clock is soon 5 a.m. in the morning. Wow. Yeah, it will be very educational, Max. But yes, it's not a cheerful feeling, but it's a good thing to know, and hopefully we learn from it, right? So it's a good experience. Air shift is dead on for Scania. Oh, is it? It's good to hear. Ah, yes, I've been there. When me and my wife went to Berlin, and the wall was one of our itineraries. It was in our itinerary. We walked across maybe not the entire wall, but the entire wall with the tourist spots in it, with the descriptions, the pictures, the video, the clips, and the audio files. Yeah, we played those stuff. So we saw how the lives were of the people, those trying to escape, cross to the other side, how they the struggle between the two sides. Yeah, we saw it. It was I don't know how to describe it. It's sad, but it's good that it's over now. I guess I can put it that way. The 420 was able to haul just fine, but now I think we're on the 580 now. I got a V8 engine after the first job because I missed the crackle sound. I forgot to take a photo with the ProMods trailer on. No, but you'll go to Krakow, which is a nice old city. Yeah, I've been hearing about it. A lot of people say Krakow is better than Warsaw in terms of being a tourist destination. Maybe next time I'm there, I'll try to take a train. Last time we didn't have time. Ooh, balloon. See, the trailer seems a bit small for this truck, doesn't it? Still good, still good. Take it. $420 can hold everything. Oh, that's good to hear. Alright, have a safe trip, Max, and enjoy 16 hours. That's no joke. Make sure to keep yourself occupied. Okay. There you go. It's working now. wanted American trailer back for ETS. I quite don't like the idea though of mixing the two, because we have two different games now. And I don't know, I just, if it's not in Europe, if it's only in the US, I would rather simulate that and keep it in the US. But if some of those really are in Europe, then I'd be more than happy to implement them here as well. In reality, your dad has a Scania R420. Ooh, cool. He drove 60 tons. Oh, 60 tons is the max in Sweden. Cool. That's nice. So R420 is perfectly capable. It's good to hear. And I should stay in the middle. Because we are going through one of those loops. Yeah, I have the same opinion. Goodbye, Max. Have a good trip, safe trip, and enjoy the exhibit. Challenging, but as I mentioned earlier, for some reason, even though it has a nose and everything, it doesn't feel as bulky as the American trucks. It still feels very maneuverable, and even with this 5-axle chassis, it still works wonders. It's still pretty maneuverable and everything. Maybe it has something to do with those steering axles. In our truck, we have 3 steering axles. And the 3 in front. That's beautiful. Nice. I think we can stay on the right now. Dude, if we're going to go, then go. Oh, I'll stay here anyway. That van is just very low. Thank you. Scania should open a dealer in North America. Yeah, that would be nice. I am steering with steering wheel. I have a G27. Logitech G27. I can't drive properly with a keyboard. I tried. I don't like the, you know, when you press on the keys and your steering wheel goes something like that, super jerky. I'm not a fan. Is that better in terms of lights? Look at that at the back, it's super bright. I wish that automatically adjusts. There's something with my game that doesn't adjust it the way it should. With my graphics settings maybe. Oh, I should be fine here. Okay. What's the Logitech? Logitech is the brand. Oh, by the way, a bit of trivia. When we were in Japan, we found out that Logitech isn't Logitech in Japan. I'm not sure why, but it's Logicool, I think. I don't know why. It's a bit of different branding, but the logo, all the products are the same. It's just that it's named Logicool, and I was a bit hesitant to try them out. I thought it was fake or something. Excuse me. There you go. Yeah, look how different that is when I go out. It's a steering wheel. Yeah. It's a. You can look it up. Logitech G27. It's a very nice steering wheel, but they don't sell it anymore. It's been replaced by the G29. The nose pulls light up for a flash or turn singles. Didn't get that at all, Jesse. Type it again. Ah, the X52, yes. I am familiar with that. I bought a joystick myself for Elite Dangerous, and I was thinking of getting that, but I ended up getting a Thrustmaster, a Hotas 4. It's been a while since I used that. It's been a while since I played Elite Dangerous. I love that game. Unfortunately, the audience does not very much. What a Cougar. Nice. Ooh, nice car. Do you play X-Plane 11? I haven't bought it, but I'm thinking of it. It's a bit expensive. Ah, nose marker. Do they flash for the turn signals? They should, but I don't think they do. Good catch. I remember they used to do that. Now they don't seem to change anymore. Not sure from outside. Yeah. I remember they used to work. Maybe I picked the wrong light. Maybe there is something for right turn signals and I didn't choose that one. We're going straight? Yes, we are. I think I don't need to leave. I always try to go out of my lane, but I don't need to. That's awesome. So they have a different branch, those that are going right. How useful is it? I find it really useful because I can't really see the hood from here, but I can see those markers pretty well. So I have a better idea if my nose is near the edge already. I like it. I like the concept. I think I should go here. Whoa. Super windy, and I could have gotten away with just going straight. The AI is just messing with me. GPS. Should I think I should go straight here. Super windy this road. I'm using custom beacons by 50k, I believe. It's in the mods list. Yeah, but not the stock ones. I don't like the look of the stock ones. Oh, we are in Frankfurt. Does it really look like this? This is where I'll be going in a month's time. Nice. Maybe one of those are our buildings. FSX is better. Played fighter flight sims. Another reason why you want PC so bad. Yeah, if you're into flight sims, then definitely PC is your only option. Consoles don't even come close. Okay. Speedy. These ones do. So if you look at top and turn them on, they do work. But I'm not really sure if this is by 50k. I think the original model was based from 50k, but this mod author specifically changed the sizes. So it's based from 50k, but it's not personally by him. So if you want, just go and check out in the mods list for which exact one that is. That should be in the truck accessories section. The beacon light bar doesn't work for me. I don't know if 50k has one, but the current light bars that I downloaded don't work, and it sucks because those look really cool. The one from the Steam Workshop I'm referring to doesn't work for me. Wow, that's a lot of sims. It's a bit laggy in here, but I can totally understand seeing the level of detail in here. Is this where we're headed? Hopefully not. No, it's not. Thank you, because I hate that parking spot. Are we delivering? Okay. Ooh, nice trailer. DCS World in War Thunder. Those sound familiar, but I've never tried them. I haven't been a very flight sim person, so I'd still need to learn from scratch how to fly and everything like that. I do want to try it out, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just a bit too, I mean not the combat versions, just flying in itself. It's a bit too plain for me. Maybe if I add in the combat, it's much more exciting, huh? Wow, that didn't fit. It's not enough, alright? Can I do it if I go like this? Okay, that works. So at least this is a bit more standard trailer. This one I know more or less how to handle. There you go. Easy peasy. Detroit Series 60 engine. Isn't that a US engine? Prison 3D. If I continue with ETS, then yes, I will still drive this. I would want to keep this for now, because we spent a lot of time on it, and I think it would be a waste if we just switched immediately. But I'm not really sure if I'm sticking with ETS or ATS next week. It depends on what comes out. started as a PC gamer. Should go and buy a PC again, man. The same thing is happened to me. I used to be a PC gamer, and then at some point I lost my PC, so I settled with consoles, and then even the consoles I lost, so I settled with I don't know exactly what, but eventually I saved up enough money and got my own gaming desktop, a gaming rig again, and it's just like a breath of fresh air, you know, like wow, what have I been missing? And so there was a few years, like the past 4 years or 5 years, that I missed some awesome games. But yeah, now at least I'm back, and I have more hard drive, I have more storage space than I can handle, that I need. By the way, guys, does anyone play what do they call this? Does anyone play Fernbus in here? I'm thinking of buying it because it's on sale this week, and my reservations before were about the storage space. It requires around 40 gigs, but yeah, as I mentioned, it's no longer an issue. So in terms of that, I can actually buy it and play it, but I'm not sure if it's good long term. Maybe I like it for a few hours, but it's not going to last. I don't know. Go with Fernbus. I understand, yeah. Secondary gaming laptop. Yeah, that actually is a very good idea, but the problem is this one. There is just no budget for it. It's too expensive. But yes, it would be a nice one. So at least even if I go back to the Philippines, I have a way to record something. Currently not possible though, unless someone makes a humongous donation, then which is never gonna happen, but you know, eventually maybe. Right now we work with what we have. Go with Fernbus. Yeah, I've had a couple of comments that say they want to see Fernbus in the channel. Maybe I will, just to change it up, you know. Because trucking is good and all. ETS2 is awesome, ETS is brilliant, but sometimes you just need a bit more variety. So maybe I will. I am heading to this one, to park, and we will call it a stream. Because if you look at the time, it's 11:16 my time now. I'm 16 minutes way past my deadline. But I wanted to finish that job before we ended the stream, so there you go. There you go. Scania T. Still a classic. Love it. 6 a.m. here. Wow. How many hours is that? Is that in... I'm not sure where that is. 6 a.m. I'm not yet late for work. Or I might be. We do have some activities today. I will have to stay up late for that, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go and end the stream then. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for staying with me. It was a very enjoyable stream. I enjoyed driving. Hopefully you enjoyed the hanging out and chilling as well. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one, guys. And yeah, everyone is interested knowing where Batuhan is from. Batuhan sounds very Filipino. Okay, thanks guys, and have a nice day. See you Shane, and see you everyone else. And if you're interested in seeing a city skylines mass transit stream, I'll be streaming on Wednesday. That's mostly Tuesday night for US folks, but that's Wednesday 8 a.m. Singapore time. Thank you as well. Have a good night, guys, and bye-bye.